What is good, everybody? Welcome back to Chins and Giggles. Happy Black Friday.
Oh, it's my favorite time of the year.
Or happy Thanksgiving if you're watching, or you're listening on
if you're listening, it's Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had a lot of turkey, a lot of ham.
Yes.
A lot of food. I'm sure a lot of you today are feeling full.
Stuffed.
The leftovers too just hit different.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like this morning, we're going crazy, baby.
The leftovers and mashed potatoes.
Are you doing? Ooh, the tamales of it all, girl. Are you doing any Black Friday shopping?
I actually want to be traditional and go to the mall like I used to. I haven't gone in a couple years. I told my mom, like, let's go to the mall.
Oh, that's so cool. Are you doing like the midnight thing, like you're pulling up right after?
I don't know yet what the plans are, but I want to. I mean, I definitely cannot go on midnight because of Mr. Noah, but the next day, I'll probably just go in the morning, 5 a.m. He'd be a little grumpy if I woke him up at 5 a.m.
I know.
But I kind of, you know what it is? Like, and at a lot of stores, like, they're just doing like sales on things they can't get rid of. I don't know if you've heard of that, but like a lot of it is just like things that like have just been like in the what do they call it, in the back burner.
Okay.
And I've heard like a lot of these sales, I don't know if you've seen when people like will check the tags and they'll like remove it and they're like, wait, it's not even like a sale, it's more expensive, or it's literally the same price.
Also, they up the price in that time.
I don't know, I just feel like the sales are not what they used to be. Like, I just feel like they're throwing sales.
Are they not? Because like, okay, like there's some brands that really do, the sales are fucking crazy.
Okay, I need to know, y'all need to let me know about those brands.
Like Fashion Nova low-key be doing like 50-60% off and shit.
Okay, that's iconic.
Whoever is on their marketing team, have you seen how they'll like because I have like the phone thing where it sends you text like every single day, like add this to your cart and you get this off, like all the time.
Whoa.
I'm like, yeah, oh my gosh, but
the marketing is crazy.
I know, there's just so much.
And I just know, there's gonna be a lot of Black Friday
What
deals.
are you trying to buy? Like, what's something you're trying to like get your hands on?
You know what? Okay, this is like what I used to do because I haven't gone to the mall in a bit. But what was fun to me, and it's not going to happen because I said, Mr. Noah, there's no way, like, I have a kid now. But before, back in the day, the perfect Thanksgiving was for me was stuffing myself, imagine. And then, like, around midnight or, like, till, like, 1, 2 a.m., I would go to the mall. It was just so nostalgic to just go to the mall, have a pretzel, even after all that fucking stuffing. I don't understand.
Right?
Still have a pretzel, walk around, go get some candles from Bath and Body Works. I would probably also go to Victoria's Secret and get some like PJs, some body sprays.
And waiting in those long ass lines for what?
And I also remember, I have like this core memory of like being in the Coach line. And like I was like, I wanted this like Coach purse.
Oh my gosh, I remember.
And I even think like Brian got it for me.
I remember being in that line.
Yeah, it was like, and I wish I knew how it looked.
They had a long ass line too.
I wish I knew how it looked. But yeah, Brian ended up surprising me with that purse for Christmas. So I guess I didn't end up getting it that day. But I don't know. I feel like it's just fun, even if it's just window shopping. Like, even if you're not shopping,
it's an experience.
But like, are the girlies still going at 2 a.m. to the mall? Like,
are they still throwing it down for a TV is the real question.
That's crazy.
It used to get dangerous.
Wait, my dad told me that they are having really good sales on TV, but like, okay,
TVs, yeah.
Like, I don't need a new TV too. Like, how many TVs are y'all buying every year? You know what I mean? Like,
no, but it's because people really do wait for this time to like really get what they need. Like right now, I'm holding off on shopping because I'm like, well, Black Friday is here.
And you know what's funny? You know how like, some of us procrastinate when we'll shop like the day of Christmas Eve or the day before for gifts. I think it's iconic, and me and Brian already talked about this, that we're going to shop for everybody on Black Friday.
Okay, I love that.
And I'm like, okay.
That's how it should be. And you know what? I would say I'm going to do that too, but I know I'm not.
Why not?
Because Black Friday is about me.
You're right.
Like, it's so hard. Yes, you want to like get all the gifts right for everybody, but at the same time, there's so many cool deals on Black Friday and Cyber Monday that you're just thinking about like all the shit you've been trying to get all year.
I know. And I used to live for the Black Friday hauls.
Yes, I used to live for
those damn YouTube days.
They were the best. Myra, see, right now that you're in your TikTok era, you should do a what I got for Black Friday.
I'm doing a what I've got for Black Friday, what I got for Christmas, all of it.
The little vlog of you going on Black Friday.
And that's why I'm going to come with me to shop for my family. If you're watching, family, click out.
I love that.
That's literally what's gonna happen.
I'm actually not Black Friday shopping today.
Okay.
I'm actually very likely on live right now, guys.
Okay.
You know, she's trying to be in her TikTok shop era. Squishy Bunny. And I will say, oh my gosh, like we joined TikTok shop with Squishy Bunny literally like a couple weeks before I gave birth. So like the wrong timing, bitch.
Perfect.
I had heard about it for so long, and like it took forever to get on. You know how TikTok shop was like complicated at first.
Yeah.
But then we got on, and then like I'm finally trying to like do lives on there. But then I gave birth, and like it's just been so hard. But we told ourselves like Black Friday is the day we're gonna be doing a long live. I don't know exactly what time. Maybe at
12 hours. And
12. I don't know. I think I'm gonna be going like live at 12, and it's probably gonna be like definitely hours long, you guys. So go tune in right now to Squishy Bunny on TikTok shop.
We're having that.
So many deals, you guys. So many. We are just, yeah, it's gonna be great, y'all.
Speaking of Squishy Bunny, I've been seeing like on my feed like people doing unboxings of like the fall one.
Well, because we are on TikTok shop, like people that are affiliates to TikTok shop, they could technically like get a product or like request samples, and they get commission off of it.
So you guys send it to them for free, basically, right?
Yeah, but I think that in general, if you're a TikTok shop affiliate in general, like if you guys do TikTok shop on your own, like if you're an affiliate in general, you could even order the product and like review it and sell your products and still get commission. The point is like we're open to the commission. Like anybody who's doing TikTok affiliate could get commission off our products. So that's why you're seeing them. People are probably posting them and stuff. But
speaking of TikTok lives, did y'all see Nicki Minaj's live with their Pink Friday nails?
That's dude, they're fucking iconic.
They're so cute. And I actually thought they had just launched. I guess they've been out, right?
I didn't know she had press on nails.
And I guess what I've been hearing and what I saw on her live, she was like, you know, doing this. And they sound like acrylic nails. Like, they don't sound like press-ons,
They're really nice, too.
Yeah, first of all, like, props to her. I mean, Nicki Minaj was live on TikTok. Like, damn.
That's crazy. And that just shows you, like,
how powerful TikTok shop is.
Yes.
You got Nicki Minaj on there.
You got Nicki motherfucking Minaj.
She got the bag already. And she's on TikTok.
She don't need that check. She don't need it. Like, the fact that she's on TikTok live like shows you how
powerful it is.
Well, people are doing with their businesses on TikTok live, you guys. Yes. Like you hear so many stories. I saw some a guy on another podcast. Oh my god, what's his name? He was talking about his makeup brand.
Jeffree Star?
No. I know who Jeffree Star is, girl. You reach so many audiences and it's really good for businesses and stuff. Anyways, yeah, Nicki Minaj, I was shocked.
Nicki Minaj. Okay.
It was crazy. I didn't get to tune in though live. I only saw the clips.
This is how it happened. It was a Sunday afternoon. My suegra was coming over, so I was like getting ready upstairs. And I would like go on TikTok, you know, do a couple scrolling, and I noticed she's on live. And at first I thought it was her nail tech. Like I didn't read the user. I thought it was just a nail tech doing her nails. And I was like, oh shit, her nail tech, like, because she's doing Nicki Minaj's nails, she got 90,000 views. Like, that's what I thought, right?
Oh my God.
And then I just see Nicki, she starts talking, and I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, Nicki Minaj is live? Because, like, I wouldn't have expected for Nicki Minaj to be live. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, it's Nicki Minaj. And then it just starts getting, like, a little, like, you know, a little unorganized. She's like, can we zoom the camera out a little bit? You pan the camera over here.
And I'm like, how she's all like, oh, what's that zoom in? Who wants to get punched in their face? I was like, fucking queen.
That was like way deep in. That was way deep in the live.
She was so over it.
Okay. I feel like all the TikToks that are coming out, people are like, Nicki Minaj is like such a bitch, like poor people, like coming for her, right? I'm going to be honest, from like a viewer myself that I was watching, she took a long time before she lost her patience. I was watching the live thinking like, this is a shit show.
Okay, so what you're saying is like people are saying that she's rude, but you're noticing that like it was unorganized.
The first thing I noticed was she would be like, can you zoom out a little bit? Crickets. Well, also, what I didn't understand, she doesn't like close-ups, but it's like, girl, we got to see them nails too. They're cute-ass nails. Like, they're cute, girl.
She looks fucking good.
And she looks amazing, but it's okay. She didn't want a close-up, so she just had the far camera. But even the team, like, okay, she doesn't want a close-up. Why are y'all still doing the close-ups? I started noticing it was getting a little weird because she was like, she would like look off and she'd look confused and she'd have to ask like a lot of questions.
Oh
and I'm like, this like no one's prepared.
I'm
my
God.
Nobody's prepared. There's 90,000 viewers right now, and like it's a mess. There's a point where, you know, I'm like, okay, like, you know, they just started. It's fine. Like, I think I literally got on the live like when it just started. So I'm like, it's okay. It's a little bumpy. Like, it's fine. I'm downstairs making the rice. And I just hear Nicki Minaj being like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, she walks off the live.
I saw that clip.
She walks off. I guess like the person that was helping her, she was like confusing her, which I'm trying to understand because like, dude, like, where's there preparation before that? Like,
I'm trying to understand how it works because a lot of people were saying like, oh, her team's getting fired. I do think that some people probably got fired from TikTok that day. So it's not necessarily her team that was.
I think it was TikTok. That gave her the studio.
Yeah, when you guys see those big lives where people are doing those 12-hour lives with TikTok, like, and they have that where it looks like QVC.
Yeah,
those types are usually it's TikTok. They're at a TikTok studio.
Yeah,
so that's TikTok. People at TikTok.
How do you get a TikTok studio like that?
I think you have to be contacted by TikTok.
Wow. But you know what?
So I think that's what it was.
Crazy part is for me, right? Like when
somebody at TikTok got fired.
When I see those like well done TikToks, they're very organized.
It's usually TikTok.
What happened with Nicki Minaj? It wasn't like Nicki Minaj. I would think the team would be like more on it than anything.
I feel like I don't know what happened, but from the clips, I don't think they prepared her. Because of course, and people were trying to say like she doesn't know her product. She knows her product. Just as that when I've noticed when they do these lives with TikTok, I've noticed that it's a bunch of bundles. People do bundles, right? And I feel like it's TikTok, like their marketing team is like, okay, we noticed that bundles do well, so let's do bundles. And I think they set up a bunch of bundles for the brand, and maybe they're pitching them to her. She looked like she was looking at something, so maybe they have like a teleprompter that's
she did say, she's like, I can't see.
Okay,
I think I recall
like the bundles on camera.
Her not seeing, and the girl comes in. So basically, when she walks off, she's like, hold on. She like walks off. I don't know if she knew her like mic was still on. She's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
like
she was like, what the
and
fuck
honestly,
is going on?
And everybody's like pinning that specific TikTok, and I'm like, no, that was like the first time she actually kind of like was like, that's it, I'm done. Because the entire time I was watching, I'm like, girl, like I would have been stressed the fuck out. Like,
oh yeah.
So I don't even think she was being that rude.
Yeah, when you got somebody like Nicki Minaj at the TikTok headquarters, y'all better pull out the fucking red carpet and make sure that she has the best possible experience. Because at the same time, when the girl comes in afterwards, Maria, she looked like she wanted to cry,
shaking.
She was literally, her voice was shaking.
And you know what? She probably wasn't even.
God, I would fucking quit that day and run out crying.
And she probably wasn't even ready to be on camera or anything. Like, you know, she has like 90,000 viewers.
I legitimately would cry. But you know what? I have noticed those TikToks, Mara, when they're live, there is times that the people in the back, they do sometimes come in to like help you when you're taking a break to go eat.
Okay.
They'll come up on camera and stuff. But obviously with that situation, now she was basically saying like, actually, you take over. She was probably like... Because, you know, that interaction was just awkward in general. So Nicki basically, she's like reading a bundle and she is really confused because I did watch that clip too. And she's like, she's naming the bundle and she's like, so this is what's in the bundle, right? She's communicating to the girl like, so the bundle has this and that. And she's like, yes. And she's like, okay, so that's the bundle. And then the other girl's like, no. So, no. And then she tells her like, tiny tippies or whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. And then she says it, and then she's like, but she did say like a little snarky remark. Like
she did. She's like, let me explain.
Let me explain to you. Like she did.
She was like a little snarky.
Her. She was basically like,
I think that was like the straw for Nicki, where she was like, okay, like bitch, I know my own product. Like it was almost insulting a little bit.
It was insulting. Her saying that like she like cackled a little bit.
She did.
She cackled and she was like, let me explain to you.
Yeah,
I would have been
that. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That I was like, girl, you know what you were doing in that moment.
And maybe
she
was frustrated because I mean, I think maybe in that moment, maybe everybody was frustrated.
Uncomfortable at that point, Karina.
There was so much tension.
But I'm trying to understand the camera people because Nicki Minaj, how she says she's like, okay, pan the camera over there. I'm gonna walk over there. And she says that to the other
they don't pan and they're
the other background, and she's just there like
waiting for it to pan.
just waiting. I'm like, oh my gosh, like cameraman, hello, what's going on?
Nicki, like, you know when you're just so frustrated and you're just like defeated.
She's all thank you.
She looked defeated.
She was trying so hard.
She was trying so hard to not flip her shit on live, Mara.
Yeah, she was trying so hard. So on the lives, she sounds like so, obviously people are like shocked. But if you watch the actual live, like you would just know, like it took her so long for her to eventually like snap. And even then she didn't like snap. She just said like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I think she was genuinely, as a businesswoman, fucking confused. Like, y'all, like, I'm Nicki Minaj. There's 90,000 viewers and this is a fucking shit show. Like,
I actually feel that TikTok probably reached out to her and it was like almost like a brand deal. Like, hey, it's like almost like a collab that they're working together and she's gonna do this live because she doesn't need to do this live.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't need to, you know? So I feel like it was one of those things where they were just kind of like, oh, it's super easy. Trust me. Like, it's super chill. Like, we're going to be there to help you, etc. And maybe they didn't want to, like, put too much pressure or too much on her plate and said, like, you need to rehearse all these bundles. Yeah. Because they're like, it's Nicki Minaj. Like, it's already a favor that she's coming in to do a TikTok live. So they were probably just like, oh, it's going to be chill. Like, we got it. We'll help her out. And it's like, and then she shows up and they throw all this information at her and she's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
She was holding it together on that live. You don't think once she got off, you don't think she told her team like,
she cussed some people out when she left that mic?
You don't think she told TikTok like, that's the fucking worst experience I've ever had on live? Like, get your fucking people together. You don't think she said that? Like, I'm sure she did. Like,
absolutely.
You know, like she was
either laughing at all the fucking videos after or really pissed. And when I was watching that live, I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, the amount of people that are going to like screen record this.
For anybody who thinks that she, you know, was coming off strong and stuff.
Well,
that is very her personality.
The Who Wants to Get Punched in the face, I would have like, if I was that,
I would have laughed because
cameraman, I would have been shaking in my boots.
Okay, no, actually, but I took that so differently. When she said, oh, who wants to get punched in the face? I actually saw that and I was like, that's so like her personality to say that.
It is her personality.
Like if I was like the cameraman, I'd be shaking too, but I would cackle a little bit like, oh, that's so Nicki to say that. She's so funny. Well, do you think she'll be back on the TikTok live? I doubt it.
I hope so. I think so because she broke like record of like the amount of people she had on TikTok Shop Live.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a little random rant of the week.
Okay, what's your rant?
And I was like, should I tell it? It's a funny story. So I got approached from this brand deal, guys, which is like a company that it's kind of like Uber Eats, for example, where people get on the app and they sign up to be able to deliver you food and stuff. But this is the same, but with cleaning, right?
Period.
Listen, I'm not going to name the brand because maybe they have some stuff to work on. But I was like, I am not doing this shit. Let me tell y'all why, girl. It's explained as a very easy process. You know, you go on, you sign up, and then somebody randomly picks up the job. And you set a time where they're going to come to your house and clean up. You could pick a few hours or whatever you want, right? So I chose like a 3-hour cleaning service, right? It sounded like great. It was like $19 an hour for 3 hours. I was like, you know what? Wow. So tidying up, because this is part of the deal. They come clean your house. I was going to vlog and everything, And I really could use this. When they reached out, I was like, this is amazing. Mm-hmm. You could just book people like if it was Uber Eats, but you could book people to come clean, right? I'm thinking this is genius, Myra. So I'm like, absolutely. I want to do this brand deal. That sounds amazing. They're going to come clean. And it's exactly what I need with the 2 kids, trying to balance work life, trying to balance mommy life.
Yeah.
So I booked a 3-hour cleaning for 11 a.m. I have so much.
For 11 a.m.?
I'll get there, queen. So I have so much going on this day, Myra. I'm thinking like we have so much going on, but it's going to be great because someone's going to come pick up, like clean up, right? So the guy that we end up getting, he's booked to come in at 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
He shows up until 2 p.m. 3 hours late.
No, because I only gasped because I pulled up to your house like at 7 p.m. and he was here.
Oh, we're just getting started with the story, mama.
That's why I gasped.
So you guys, it's set up for 11 a.m. and I'm thinking like I have to film the podcast that day. Raul was also filming the podcast, but we also have to go to the warehouse because there's a lot to get done at the warehouse. Like the warehouse, like there's so much to get done. It was a really busy day. We also had to a lot of shipments were coming into the warehouse that day. Raul had to go to another warehouse to pick up some containers. The point is we had a pretty busy day, but I was like, it's okay, Raul, don't stress about it. He's coming at 11. We'll tell him hey, my mom's here. chilling, go get stuff done, come back.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 3 hours. I only booked 3 hours. I just wanted him to tidy up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hitting him up, and at 12, I'm like, hey, like, are you almost coming? And then he's like, oh yeah, I'm going. It's because like my Tesla is charging or something. I was like, okay, king. And then like an hour goes by, and he sends me his location. An hour goes by, he's still at home. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been 2 hours, and like he still hasn't left. And another hour passes by, Myra. 3 hours late now. I messaged him. I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. Like I'm over here apologizing to him because I hate being an inconvenience. I'm like, I have so much going on today. Do you know what time you're gonna arrive? I just really we got other stuff going on, and you were supposed to show up 3 hours ago. Like the cleaning would have been done at that point, right? Because I booked 3 hours of cleaning. Ooh. He calls me, and I think he's gonna be like, I'm so sorry. I'm almost there. He calls me like, I'm in Riverside. Do you know where Target's at? I swear.
What?
Asking me where Target's at. I'm like, where are you? Like, okay. So then I'm explaining to him, and I'm over here like an idiot because I don't know about directions. So I had Raul the phone, like he's looking for Target, and Raul's looking at me like, Target? I'm like, what? He's buying cleaning supplies at Target.
Wow. Okay.
You're already 3 hours late, homie, and now you're at Target buying cleaning supplies.
Hold on. Wait. What? And you couldn't just go on your GPS.
And I'm thinking like, this guy knows it's a brand deal. Like he knows it's a brand deal. Like you're thinking like, wouldn't you think that the brand deal would get in contact with him? Like, hey, like you're, I don't know, like be on time.
Not just that.
Just be
like
on time, period.
A cleaner has their stuff. If they have to go, they're prepared.
Okay, so he gets here like 3.5 hours late, right? He's finally here. The guy's a sweet guy. He's a sweet guy, Myra. Yeah. Like, and I'm like, okay, like he's here, yay, like whatever. Like everything was out the window. We were not upset anymore or anything. I'm like, he's here, cool. We tell him like, hey, we're actually gonna leave. We have a few things to get done. We're gonna be back. He starts at 2 p.m., 2:30 or so. We get back almost 6 p.m. He's in the same spot he was when we left. He started in the kitchen. We come back 3 hours later. He's in the kitchen. And I'm like,
oh my gosh.
What? I was like, wait, this can't be happening. I was like, wait, hold on.
This can't be happening.
Because I know that my house could get messy. Like, I know when my house is messy. Like, I know when it's messy. Because this was I'm going to be honest, because it was a brand deal and because I was vlogging and because, of the situation, I'm not going to lie. Like, we had already tidied up. Yeah. Like, it was not bad at all, Myra. Like, you know when your house looks when it's at its messiest. Yeah. It wasn't bad. Yeah. My mom had already tidied up in the morning. Yeah. I was thinking like, this is going to be a breeze. But he made a comment when he got there. He was like, this house is not even messy. He mentioned how like the living room and the kitchen, like it's not even bad. He's like, I've seen mess. He's like, this is not bad. And I was like, yep. Because in my head, I'm thinking like, yeah, because we tidied up because I was embarrassed because I'm literally like, whatever. Yeah. Cringe, I know. But I'm just putting that out there, right? So it's been 3 hours, Myra. And then I'm like, whatever. I have no time for this. I go upstairs, get ready for the podcast. I'm looking at my Ring camera. An hour later, he's still in the kitchen. It's been 4 hours and he's still in the kitchen.
Oh my gosh. I know. I was there. I was like, what is going on?
6 hours. At this point, you guys, we had only booked 3 hours of cleaning. And Raul tells him like, hey, like, and he's like, I have to go. He did say like, is it okay if I go overboard the time a little bit? And I was like, yeah, if it goes over a little bit, it's fine. I understand like it's more space than probably we expected. He's only in the kitchen. It's been now 5 hours. And I tell Raul.
We stopped filming the podcast and he's still here after filming.
Yeah, we stopped filming at 11 p.m. He was still here. Yeah. I told Raul at one point, I was like, go tell him, because I hate confrontation. I said, you are going to go down those stairs. I'll hyping him up. Like, and I was like hyping Raul up, but you need to say something. I was like, it's been now 5 hours and he's still in the kitchen. He needs to move on to the next room. Is he planning on staying here a week? Yeah. Like, I'm so confused. So then he moves on to the living room. I'm not kidding, Myra. I was looking at the Ring camera, like, to see, like, what exactly is he doing? Is he, like, cleaning the floor with a toothbrush? I was so confused. I did not understand what was happening. So I'm texting Lupita on the side. I'm like, Lupita, you're not going to believe this. Because she texted me, how did it go? Like, 6 hours later ago. You're not going to believe this. He's on the second room of the house. It's been 7 hours. It was something crazy. Gosh. It was something crazy, you guys. And I felt so bad because he was such a sweet man. But I think that he was so detailed. No, but then the baseboards, I remember like they were still like, they were not cleaned. Like a lot of stuff was still not clean. So I was just like, what was going on? I kept looking at the Ring camera and I kept seeing him wipe down like the counters. It took him 9 hours to clean the kitchen and the living room.
Wait, didn't he leave because Raul told him like it was fine?
Raul told him like, hey, it's 11 p.m. We're gonna go to sleep. You don't have to finish. It's fine. Like, you're good. And I think he just mopped like towards over there to the house, but he didn't like complete any of the other rooms.
I was getting a little worried after a while. I was like, are y'all sure he's like part of this app? Like, it was a little weird, Karina.
It was taking too long.
Wiping down the same counter for 4 hours. Like,
it was something I have never experienced something like this, you guys. Like, I've had help with cleaning from whether it's like friends, family friends that clean, companies, like cleaning companies. Yeah. I know that he was by himself, you guys, but I've never seen somebody take 6+ hours on one room on a kitchen ever. He didn't wash the dishes. Like, that was not in this. I'll tell him, I was like, you don't have to, don't touch the dishes. They were done, first of all. Like, I'm talking like, I was genuinely wondering like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
I told my manager, I was like, there is no way on earth I could book this. I cannot sponsor this. I can't do this brand deal. I can't. Oh my gosh. And tell me why. Like, he made a little joke and I was just like, okay, he's just being funny. But Raul thought it was really annoying. When he got here, he was like, if I find some money, can I keep it? He laughed.
Okay.
I was like, and me and Raul just like, we just laughed. But man. I was like, bruh. My mom, Myra, like, cause my mom, she loves to tell me when I'm wrong. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When he, like, the next day, she was like, what was that about? She's like, look at this. It looks the same. She's like, you know how parents are, moms. My Mexican mom was like, the baseboards are not clean. This is not done. He didn't, like, what did he do? And I was like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I was just like, I don't know what happened. I told my manager, I was like, this is not happening. So then what do? We're like, okay, cool. We go and cancel the next cleaning because this app like will automatically book you for a next cleaning no matter what. So tell me why, Myra. When you sign up for the app, it doesn't even fucking tell you. It doesn't even tell you like that you're signing up for membership. You just book the cleaning and put your information in to pay, right? And then apparently there's a membership, and Nobita's like, it's actually a membership. I have to cancel it because it's gonna charge you next month too. And I'm like, a membership? Like, I never even like ever said any of that. You just sign up to do a cleaning. Oh man. So then she cancels it, and then it pops up. Lo and behold, I got charged $300 and something just to cancel my membership because I'm canceling it early.
Oh my god.
So I paid over $500 just to get rid of like, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I went in like a deep dive and like. I was looking at the company's reviews and everybody's saying the same stuff in the reviews. Like, this is a scam. They don't even tell you you're signing up for membership. You try to cancel, they charge you over $300. There's people that didn't cancel it because it was charging them so much. So then it just kept charging them monthly. They had to go to the bank and literally file like scam at their bank. They had to either get new cards or whatever, file complaints at the bank because that's how. I was like, there's no way on earth I'm doing this deal.
Okay.
I was like, what the actual fuck? I've never dealt with like such a such. I was like, this is crazy. Anyways,
that's
was my
just
rant.
Crazy. I was shocked. I literally, I don't know. Like, I think everybody was a little weirded out about him. It was just too much.
So random, you guys. But I've never experienced that. I was thinking like, I feel like I'm a slow cleaner, and in 9 hours, I would probably do the entire downstairs or more. Like, I was just thinking, like,
9 hours, like in 2 hours, girl.
No mames, I was like so flabbergasted.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Anyways, that was my rant of the week. Oh my gosh, did you hear about the Frankie Paul, the girl from MomTok?
Yes. Fill me in a little bit because I have been seeing a little bit of it on TikTok. I know I had seen a girl basically talk about the swinging scandal because I know Taylor, she had admitted to like her marriage falling apart was because she had cheated for a guy that she had feelings for. They had feelings for each other.
Yeah.
So Kenna, ex-wife ends up.
She basically like exposed herself because
Kenna, that's the girl that.
Yeah, Kenna went on and did like a 5-part series on what happened with the swinging. And she's basically coming out and saying like,
that's what I watched.
What happened, and she's almost like saying it to say learn from my mistakes.
Yeah.
And she kind of explains, and I actually was pretty curious on how the swinging happened. They called it soft swinging because there was no penetration involved, I guess.
Yeah,
but there was everything else. I'm like, okay. So she was saying how it all started. Did you see how they would go to parties and they would play like card games?
Yeah, I think
they were
Taylor
kissing and the cabin they kissed. Yeah, and all that jazz.
Taylor talks all about that on that one podcast I had told you to watch.
Biofiles or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kenna basically comes out and says that all that happened, and she kind of, I feel like, put Taylor in a bad light a little bit. It kind of made it seem like, they were meeting up at Home Depot and like that's where they would do it, remember?
Well, yeah, that's what I did.
That's what she
Taylor. Okay, go ahead, because I don't know.
So she basically comes out and says all that and says how everything happened, and then she ends up saying how he went to go pick Taylor up, and I guess he slept with her that day. But she ends up finding out later on that they used to always meet up at Home Depot.
Yeah.
And she ends up finding out that they were even telling each other that they loved each other and everything.
Yeah, which Taylor never mentioned. Taylor made it seem like it was a one-time mistake.
Oh.
Taylor's story was like, I got super drunk. He picked me up and like it happened. But Kenna, she straight up was, which I was like shocked about because that's all I knew from like what Taylor has said. So Kenna opens up and says like, no, like y'all would meet up at Home Depot and like literally fuck every single time, and you guys would literally would tell each other that you loved each other and you would leave your families to be with each other.
Yeah, that they would leave each other's spouses. Yeah.
So that's the part where I was shocked because Taylor never mentioned that.
Yeah. So then Taylor comes out with some receipts.
Okay.
And did you see hers?
Oh yeah.
She posted how she basically said like, because I feel like Kenna she did say like, we're all adults, we were all involved in this, but she kind of makes it seem like if she didn't want that much part in it, in the whole situation. But then Taylor comes out with the receipts and says, actually, Tate, which is Taylor's ex-husband, wanted it to stop. He's like, he wanted it to stop. You didn't want it to stop. You were actually one of the instigators in this, like very much in it. And she showed a video of her kissing her, and then she shows a video, like a picture, a screenshot on her phone. Is it Taylor's phone or her ex-husband's phone? Because basically it's Kenna texting saying like, I'm drunk and I wish I was kissing you.
I thought it was she meant to Taylor.
Because then there was another text that said, ask something about Taylor.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure.
I don't know. But the point is, like, whether it was towards her or her husband, what I got from that was, like, everybody fell in love with Taylor.
Yeah. And I saw a comment there, like, what is it about Taylor that they, like, fell in love with her? So they're all blondies, and then they see this, like, exotic brunette. Oh. That's, like, the theory that someone had commented. I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, all these guys, like, all they've known, like, is, like, because I'm assuming there's a lot of blondes, like in their group, or I don't know. That's what they said. They're like they're used to seeing a lot of just like blondes.
That's funny.
And then there's Taylor. She's like a brunette. Maybe it was like exotic for them.
I'm screaming.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of the girls are all gorgeous.
And she does also have like an aura to her where she's really bubbly and she is really likable.
Yeah,
like she's very like even naturally on the show, she's really chill.
Yeah,
and she naturally stands out.
Yeah,
above the other girls,
and
just naturally.
And they were both couples, like the guys liked her, but
it sounds like Kenna liked her too.
Yeah, like that's the vibe I got too.
Crush. And basically what in Taylor's caption, how she said like, you didn't want her to stop, you actually sent him to come get me. I have a feeling that she was like, a part of her was like, yeah, go get her, maybe we could both mess around.
Kenna, she ends up saying that basically, because I'm telling you, I'm not really like, surprisingly, I'm not really in the scoop, or what is it called? I'm not really invested yet because I literally just saw Kenna's stories or TikToks. She had said that at that point she already knew something was like up with them. Like you could tell that.
But at that point, it's giving she had a little crush too for Taylor.
Yeah, but she knew like there was already like it was already like weird. And that day that she was really drunk, that she was about to get in the shower. And that her man's telling her like, oh, she's telling me to go pick her up. And she said that she felt in that moment that she knew exactly what he was going to go do. But for her, like, she just wanted that confirmation that he was going to do it. Does that make sense? So she was like, just go. And then from there, she was going to get her like, okay, like he's cheating. So she could leave him. Because she was already like speculating it. Okay. So she almost was like, she knew it was going to happen. So she was like, okay, go pick her up. But like, I know you're going to fuck her. She didn't tell him. But
I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's still like when I see it both ways, I'm like, okay, I like Taylor, I do, and I do like how she doesn't care to like defend herself, and she's here for the receipts and everything. Like she don't care. At the same time, I do see it, and I'm like, okay, y'all still cheated, like But then again, it's like, what do you expect when you're swinging? Like it's complicated.
Gets messy. Like, come on, I'm not gonna say who's right and who's wrong because it sounds like a mess. They all sound like, even Taylor, I really like her because she's taken a lot of accountability, and you kind of tell that also. It's kind of like she says it how it's like it ruined her marriage, and she's trying to like overcome it. I'm sure it's something traumatic for all of them. Like, you know, but
she knows she fucked up too. Like,
yeah,
she's open about it.
Also, Kenna, like, también knowing that Taylor has these videos, these receipts, she had a lot of balls to just post it and make her seem like the bad guy, knowing so much evidence that Taylor had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh, I know.
Like, I feel like if I knew this girl had so much evidence on me, bitch, I'm not saying a word.
Okay, also, what's going on with MomTok in general? Because there's, like, drama coming out of, like, the girls, too.
I'm so shocked I'm not caught up on this because I'm, like, so into them.
You told me about them.
I know. I you know what? I need to get back in.
How Taylor, she did, like, she hosted something, like, an award show. I forgot exactly what it's called. She hosted, like, an award show where she, like, spoke, and she posted about it, and, like, the girls, I guess, liked it, but none of them commented. And she posted to her stories basically saying, like, none of my girls interacted with my post when they knew it was so big to me.
Oh.
So she was shading MomTok like the rest of the girls in MomTok. So
an award show for what?
It was like this show that she like hosted, like where she was like on stage talking, and it was just a really big thing.
Okay.
And she basically put on stories like that none of them like interacted with her post. And then once they started seeing that, they started being like sarcastic about it, and they started commenting like, my queen, like, sorry we didn't bow down to you, basically, like, you know, very like, I don't know, it's giving that vibe. And then there's like little drama between them where it's like all the girls are kind of turning on Taylor now.
What?
Yeah, where they're saying like that her ego is really big, and they feel like they owe her everything because she feels like the star of the show and stuff. So season 2 is about to be good.
What?
I don't know if they're like doing all this for the plot.
They could be, because they did really well the first time around. I think all this is for
the plot of it. Yeah, like I'm thinking like, is it for the season?
But you know what? Like people are catching on to the mean girl behavior, because I will say I really do like the show. Pero se pasan, like they're mean. Like you get on their bad side, they gang the fuck up. Like they're mean girls.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, like I didn't want to admit it because like Whitney, si me cae gorda, like I thought Whitney was a little bit annoying.
They overdo it with the TikToks though.
But they all
like, I know y'all trying to get your content, but
they were all open anti Whitney.
I've seen all like
but now all of them openly together are anti Taylor.
I saw all the podcasts and like they're mean. Like it's like you could dislike somebody, but like the way that they just handle it, and people are catching on. Like now all their comments is like, y'all scary. Like I don't want to have these kind of friends. Like you guys literally like
because the moment girls. One of them, it's like everybody.
Yeah.
Right now, all of them are like on Taylor now. It's like, y'all chill. What? And honestly, like I will say, the only reason the show got any traction was a Taylor scandal.
I feel like the vibes I get, even in the first season, like in the beginning, the first episode, they kind of don't fuck with her. So they warm up to her.
Yeah. Until the show comes out and they're hardcore ride or die for Taylor.
Yeah.
And now like something's going on.
I get the vibe that they're kind of hating on her, because I feel like the show wouldn't be that without her.
Of course not.
Like, come on.
Taylor made the show.
She is literally like the star of the show.
Her scandal is what made people watch the show.
That part. I don't know. That's crazy. First it was Whitney, now it's Taylor.
I don't even think MomTok would have gotten the show if it wasn't for that scandal. Taylor is the reason that they got that show. It's just a fact.
Yep. I know last week we talked about like, you know, us Mexicans with rice, how we leave it overnight and we don't put it in the fridge. Also, I'm not speaking for everybody. Like, queens, if you're doing that, that's amazing. Good for you. Yeah. You're not contaminating yourself. That's actually amazing. And now I'm never going to leave rice out. Right. But I just wanted to talk about like funny things that like our parents do in general when it comes to the kitchen. I feel like my parents are the kinds that store like things in funny containers.
Everybody does that. Like I feel like every Hispanic does that. Like where you literally like you open up a butter and you're like, oh, we have butter or we have sour cream, and you open it up, it's salsa. What am I saying?
Salsa.
Wait, hold on. I'm like, salsa? That's funny. It's like salsa in there, and or like random shit. I'll be like, oh, we have this. I'm like, Mom, don't do that anymore. Anyway. Yeah. But also I find myself doing that now as an adult, like the ragu. Mm-hmm. When you make like spaghetti, like they're perfect mason jars, and before I throw it out, a lot of times I'm like, wait, like I could really use this for my milk. I could use this to collect my milk. It's like really good sturdy glass. I'm like, bitch, I'm about to collect I'm milking here, queen. Or, oh my gosh, I saw somebody mention this and I thought it was so funny because that's so my mom. Somebody said, my mom will cut mold around bread and say that the bread is still good. And just cut the mold off of the bread.
You know what? I've always thought that until I've, realized that it's very much spread it all over. So, Friendsgiving, Jasmine had brought like 3 packs of Hawaiian bread. And no, it was like 4 packs. 2 of those packs, just one of the bread had mold on it.
Oh.
2 of those packs. And Brian was like, we're throwing it all out. Like, it's all bad. And I was like, it's just one that has it. Like, let's throw
would have ate them still.
That one away, right? Brian's like, nope, we're throwing it away. And I was like, good for you, because maybe it is all contaminated.
That is real. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like,
but you only see like 3 packs of Hawaiian bread. Baby, I might just eat it with mold.
Hawaiian rolls?
Just kidding.
Hawaiian rolls.
I used to like cut it off my sandwiches and just rip that little piece off.
There's so much you can do with Hawaiian rolls, huh? I saw people make like French toast with it, Maria.
I've seen people make patties with it.
Oh, yeah, we have.
French toast?
I saw somebody make French toast with it, Myra.
Whoa.
Like the exact same thing you would do French toast with a Hawaiian bread. Hawaiian rolls.
Okay.
I was like, this should look orgasmic. It looks so good.
Ooh.
But yeah, like cutting, that's something that my mom would totally do that. Like just cut a piece of mold off and be like, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
does it
baby,
really contaminate the entire thing?
I don't know.
Because I'm still ripping it off sometimes.
My dad is so cute too. Like he'll do things that I'm like, you're such a dad. Like he's such a cutie. Like why I just do it cutie. Like my dad, we'll have because we love a recycling queen. If we have like Coke bottles or Gatorade bottles, like the plastic bottles, like he'll use them to make his protein shakes, and like he'll be walking around with his big old Gatorade bottle with his protein shake in there. I'm like, king, we love her.
We love a Stanley moment.
love that for him. Or like he does it a lot where he doesn't realize, but he uses a lot of my big jugs. He just likes big cups. So
your
a lot of
breast milk jugs?
My breast milk collectors, like a lot of times I tell him, I'm like,
that's
he's
funny.
like grossed out. My dad's like, no, and I'm like, it's okay, it's washed. Like you just accidentally used my big old mason jars, and he'll be like, oh my god, he'll be like flabbergasted, but he's always like taking them because they're big, whatever. But he doesn't know for that. He doesn't know, but it's just funny. Like I'll randomly find like random ass Gatorades.
I think it's really smart to save containers like that.
Of course, we love a recycling.
Yeah,
thing.
my Brian's grandma, she's such a queen. She'll save him like in like the peanut butter jars, like salsas and stuff.
I love that. It's fucking smart. Yeah, like why don't we do that?
Yeah, jelly jars, because a lot of the jars, I know peanut butter jar is plastic, but a lot of the jars are glass.
Yeah,
and she inspired me to start saving stuff into them too.
I love that.
Yeah, she's a queen.
Why not? Like that's literally perfect.
What about Tupperware?
What about
like, are we using random, like, I don't know, maybe like the container where the ham went? Are we using that for Tupperware? Or
ham?
Like the ham that comes in the plastic? Are we using that for Tupperware?
No.
I'm just saying, I'm not doing it, but like, are we going to?
I don't think
are we using any other options for Tupperware? Or is it just salsas?
Well, there's definitely like times where you get takeout and like the Tupperware is really good. Like the container is really good. And I definitely will be like, I'm saving this for my
Tupperware that clicks. Well, the
Tupperware? The to-go boxes?
The to-go boxes are a little just thicker and they click. I'm like, this is a Tupperware.
Yeah, I'm not throwing it out.
I can't throw this out. But you know what, Karina? Oh my gosh. I think just from like food I bring home from my suegras, from my mom's, from everybody, I had like a drawer full of Tupperware. Couldn't find the lids for it. One day I threw it all away.
I hate that.
I threw it all away. So now when my friends come over, I'll have to sometimes sneak in a message like, hey, queen, if you're thinking of taking, like, bring your own Tupperware. I got rid of all of it. I only saved a couple that were like yours, and they're actually cute because I still had the lid for it.
A couple of mine?
Yeah.
I think whenever I take Mia's lunch, probably.
No, I remember one time y'all made pasta and y'all like brought Tupperware.
Oh,
I actually like that Tupperware, and I told Brian, I'm like, I am over this mismatched fucking Tupperware. Nothing has lids.
That shit is so annoying, huh? I went over our Tupperware recently too, and we have like 100 lids that have none of them match any of the Tupperware, and like all this Tupperware, I'm like, where the fuck are all the matching pairs?
Yeah, so I threw it all away.
It's so annoying.
I did the same thing once with my cups. I had so many glass cups. I'm like, it's two of us plus Noah. He's not even drinking in those cups yet. We have like 100 of them. I'm like, throw them away. Well, we donated them.
I was about to say, girl,
I actually brought them here.
Bitch, like I don't got enough cups.
Bitch, I never have cups. Actually, they're always in David's room.
You're right. They're always in my little brother's
I literally remember one time my mom was like, and the forks too. I don't know what happened to all your forks.
They're here in my brother's room. Imagine like, no, literally, there's times that I'm like, yo, there's like no cups. Or tell me why. One time I was like, there's literally not a plate in sight. And then I see my mom coming downstairs with like a mountain. My mom's coming down with a mountain of like 30 plates stacked from my little brother's room. And I'm like,
that's
yo, funny. He got the whole fucking
He is
inventory.
so real for that. That's so funny.
I love paper plates.
But I had to bring a lot of cups over here.
That's crazy.
I was like, they needed more than us. Because every time I go, there's not a single cup in sight.
They're all over the rooms, including mine. I have like 10 in there. Imagine.
Queen. Imagine.
Okay, well, now we got to make sure we get this room together for Christmas, bitch. Because ain't no way we're not going to do Christmas.
Our fall decor was a little dry.
It was sad, actually.
It was terrible.
It was actually an abomination. Even
it's an abomination.
This is so
I
bad.
saw a comment like, I'm so shocked Maya hasn't gone in there and decorated. I'm like, the fact that
Christmas, can we actually go all out, please?
I really hope so. Last Christmas, I was so disappointed in our Christmas decor.
Can we actually, like, can you put the effort you put into your house here?
That's literally basically like the vibe I got with that comment. I was like, you're right.
No, you would pop the fuck off. What's the vibe? What should we do the theme? What should our theme be? Because
tacky Christmas
here at the podcast.
Oh my gosh!
Wait,
I want to mention this because for some reason it's like a trend. It's like the name tacky Christmas. It's just like a trend on TikTok, right? Like for me to get like my nostalgic Christmas tree like inspo, I had to like search tacky Christmas, right? You know, like I don't know if it's been on your For You page, but like on my For You page, like it's been called tacky Christmas.
They call it tacky Christmas.
Yeah. So like I do a video. I'm like, oh, you know, this year I'm doing tacky Christmas. All the girlies were like rattled a little bit.
What do you mean?
Wait, so like I'm tacky because I have that tree. I've been doing this for many years.
Oh, they're rattled because they're being called tacky.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait, am I the only one with a different For You page?
No.
You know what? I will say the people that started calling it tacky, I don't think they're referring it to literally tacky. Like, don't you think, like, for myself, if I really thought it was tacky, like, I would have not been doing tacky Christmas. Like, if I really thought it was tacky, I would have not decorated tacky, you know? But I think what people are referring to is like tacky Christmas, like the tinsels, the colorful, the mismatched ornaments. It's beautiful. It's far from tacky. It is nostalgic.
I mean, I don't think people have to get offended about
90s. It is beautiful. So before the girlies come for me, I want to do quote unquote tacky Christmas. It's not tacky. Let me just say it. Obviously, it's not tacky.
Maybe the better word for it is like nostalgic Christmas.
Nostalgic, but that's just what they're calling it.
But like that's what people call it.
I want to do nostalgic Christmas here.
Ooh, yeah, like get the colors in here.
Yes, girl.
Bitch, slap some tinsel on this
huge freaking wreath around the chins.
Let's throw tinsel all over these walls and call it a day.
That's it. Like what? I don't know. I want to do nostalgic 90s Christmas.
You could probably put your 10-foot tree in here.
Oh my god, my 12-foot tree came in the mail today.
No way.
And ever since you told them it's been in the same eye provisional, or what did you say? You said the same eye in my
peripheral vision.
Yeah. Ever since Karina was like, it's in her same provisional. I can't say the word. Provisional vision.
Peripheral. See, now I don't know what to say.
Girl, ever since Karina said that it's in her sight, both everybody's like, "Where's your tree? Show us your tree." It hasn't came yet up until today.
You know what? I actually get the vision now. When I went over your house, I was like, I see what she's talking about.
Yeah, girls making it seem like it's in the same damn room. I was like, okay.
I get it now. I get it.
I'm sorry, guys. My house is tiny. I'm just kidding.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry. My house is a box. I'm just kidding. No. know. But
house is
now
iconic.
everybody, Karina, everybody's like, I need to see both trees side to side. I'm like, bitch, the fact that y'all think it's side to side is crazy.
No, you're right. It's not side to side. It's across from
like
each other.
No.
You're like, what? Just kidding. I was like, it's across from each other. Like, what?
I mean, it is across from each other,
I
literally.
think it's iconic. I get the vibes now. I get it.
And I'm going to show the girlies.
You're saying by your staircase, the ceilings. I get it now.
Where did you think I was putting it?
I don't know. I just thought you were like,
In the living room? Both in the living room?
I don't know where I pictured it. Because your ceilings are high in the living room too.
Yeah, well, no. Well, no, yeah, no.
I didn't know, but I get
But
the
that's
vision.
funny. They are across each other. So I will show the girlies
It's going to look good. It
once
is.
I put it up.
How dare I even like
Now all of them though.
doubt your decor when I know your decor is iconic.
Now everybody's like, I need to see like them side by side.
No,
like I
your
need to
decor
see
is
like how
iconic.
close they are.
It's time for you
So
to
I'm
shine.
nervous.
It's time for your decor to shine in this room.
You're like, it's time for you to bring that 12-foot tree here. I'm just kidding. Imagine it's all blocking us.
It's like as big as this. Like, why?
Like, girl, what?
No, for
but
real,
I'm not
we
gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous to show my tree now. Like,
Don't be nervous. Bring it here.
no, I'll just give you guys a tour.
No, Myra, you know I suck so bad at decor. I will help you set up anything you need to, but please bring this vision here.
Okay.
Because we desperately need fucking help. Look at these shelves, bitch. Help
I
me.
know. Well, when my tree goes up, you're gonna see the distance from my tree, and I'm nervous.
And
though.
next week, we'll hopefully see Myra's decor here.
And I'm nervous. No, the pressure's on though.
It's okay.
Now I have to decorate here. Like, wow. Okay.
I mean,
well,
I'll help you decorate, but I need your vision here.
Gotcha.
Because
What
Lord knows
tree
I would
did-
just slap
We didn't
tinsel
even
on
have a
it.
tree last year here, bitch.
That's just sad shit. Yeah.
That's an
We need
abomination.
a tree. We need tinsel. We need Santa Claus. We need a train.
Like what? I have a Santa. He's an icon.
Is he little or?
He's a short king. Like
Short king. He can stand right here.
he's taller than Noah. Yeah, he's big. He's like this tall.
Oh, queen.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
Maybe I can get another big queen like that and put her here.
Santa Claus all huge.
It's all real Santa just sitting here. But you guys stay tuned because now the pressure is on.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. We
Happy
hope you have happy holidays, happy shopping.
Yes, and happy Thanksgiving, Queens.
We'll see y'all next time. Bye.